Clark set all these records on the basketball court. Obviously, the scoring record in college, the assist record in the WNBA. So many rookie records that you can't even list them off. But she now has the record for a sports card trading card, for a woman's sports trading card, because she had it go for $366,000.
Did you see that $366,000 price tag on Caitlin Clark's rookie card? That's not a typo. Someone actually spent more on a single piece of cardboard than the cost of a brand new house. And before you say, that's crazy, it gets even wilder. This isn't just a record, it's a total takeover of the trading card world. Clark didn't just break records, she shattered them, leaving legends like Serena Williams in the dust. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is out here throwing shade while her own rookie cards are struggling to sell, even on clearance.
Has the top 30 WNBA cards, at least. So, and the boxes for WNBA cards, like the one over my shoulder, are selling at the same level or at a higher price than NBA cards, because that Caitlin Clark rookie is in there.
Let's talk numbers. Caitlin Clark's 2024 Panini Prism Gold Vinyl Rookie Card, graded a pristine PSA 10 and featuring her autograph, just sold for a jaw-dropping $366,000. And here's the kicker, it's a one of one, meaning there's not another like it on the planet. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's signature series? Still sitting in unopened boxes, probably wondering if
Angel Reese autographed box of Reese's Puffs sold for $9.99. Is that real? Is that real?
This sale didn't just edge out Serena Williams' previous record of $266,400. It obliterated it.
This passes the record for a woman's sports card period that was previously held by a Serena Williams card, and this was sold for about $100,000 more than the Serena Williams card.
And let's not forget, Serena's card included an actual piece of her match-worn outfit. Clark's card? No jersey, no sweat, just pure greatness, inked in blue Sharpie. That's right, even without a physical piece of her game, collectors were willing to drop an extra $100,000 just to own a slice of her legend.
Let's talk about Caitlin Clark, and once again, proving that she is the driving force.
And guess what? Clark hasn't even started her second season. Most players spend their entire careers trying to build collector value. Caitlin? She's turning cardboard into gold faster than Angel Reese turns media interviews into side eyes. This isn't hype, this is history.
I'm trying to give myself some grace because I know I'm not the player that I want to be just yet, but also kind of patting myself on the back, telling myself that I'm still doing great.
That card? It's not just a collectible, it's a statement. It's the basketball world's way of saying, this is the player, this is the future. Sports card analysts are already calling this the Caitlin Clark era, and it's easy to see why. She's not just breaking into the market, she's rewriting the entire economic blueprint of women's sports collectibles.
Once again, showcasing that when it comes to everybody else, they are a distant second. Who that is for sure in women's sports, I don't know. But at this point, it's pretty clear Caitlin Clark is driving the bus and driving the sales.
Let's be real, before Caitlin Clark, WNBA trading cards were an afterthought. Hobby shops didn't even bother putting them on display. But now? Dealers can't stock Clark's cards fast enough. Shops that once kept WNBA boxes buried on dusty shelves are now putting them front and center, and they're selling out in hours. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's cards? Sitting untouched, like those DVDs in the Walmart bargain bin that nobody asked for.
Every time Caitlin Clark, one of her trading cards, one of her sports cards breaks a record, and we've got a new one, and it is freaking ridiculous. I mean, this is crazier than hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
And the numbers keep climbing. The previous owner bought that Clark card for $236,000 just 4 months ago, and in less time than it takes Angel Reese to make a layup, its value skyrocketed $130,000. That's not just appreciation, that's domination.
New record for a female athlete. Caitlin is the needle. There we go. I think I just said that. Smashed the old record held by Serena by $100,000. This one was $130,000 more expensive than the previous high.
This isn't just about one card. Clark now holds the top 30 highest-selling WNBA cards of all time. Not the top 1. Not the top 5. All 30. Let that sink in. And while Reese was busy throwing post-game shade and calling herself the face of the league, Clark quietly became the queen of collectibles without saying a word. This isn't just cardboard, it's legacy in motion.
I mean, wow. What can you say about this? That almost leaves me speechless.
Collectors aren't just buying into her stats, they're buying into a cultural revolution. Remember when Michael Jordan rookie cards exploded because people knew they were witnessing something special? That's exactly what's happening with Caitlin Clark right now. Except, she's doing it while also redefining how women's sports are valued in a world that's finally paying attention.
Look, what are these cards going to be like in 5 years when she's got a championship, a couple of MVPs in there, et cetera, et cetera? I'm fairly confident we're headed towards a $500,000 card at some point. We're not that far away now. I mean, we're $140,000 away now.
Oh, and let's not forget, WNBA card boxes featuring Clark are now outselling NBA boxes in multiple stores. Read that again. That's never happened before. Caitlin Clark is the reason sports card forums are now flooded with WNBA chatter. Meanwhile, Angel Reese? She's still hoping her name trends for something other than drama. So while Clark's autograph is appreciating faster than stocks, Reese is left watching from the sidelines. Her card sales are slower than her footwork in the paint, and it's becoming more obvious who the fans and collectors are backing. If jealousy had a price tag, it still wouldn't come close to Clark's rookie card.
Caitlin Clark has set a new standard, a new mark for women's trading cards, women's sports trading.
This isn't just about one sale, it's about a shift. Caitlin Clark's trading card success has launched a new era, not just for women's sports, but for how female athletes are valued in the collectible market. And if the WNBA's marketing team has any sense, they'll start printing those commemorative sets fast because Clark just made women's sports officially bankable.
97,000, 105,000, 234,000, 366,000. Unbelievable.
So yeah, Caitlin Clark isn't just winning on the court, she's dominating every corner of the sports economy, cards, merch, ratings, attendance, you name it. And while some players might not like it, they'll be thanking her when their next endorsement deal lands on the table. Whether they admit it or not, the Caitlin Clark effect is here to stay. As for Angel Reese, she might want to spend less time throwing shade and more time printing autographs, because while Clark's signature is setting auction records, Reese's cards are busy stat padding on the shelves.
A decent house for that, laughing my ass off. Here in East Texas, you could buy a damn nice house. You could have a new one built here for that, to be honest with you. Probably 1,800 square foot, 2,200 square foot, with all the amenities.
It's not just traditional card collectors fueling this market. Caitlin Clark has pulled off the kind of collector coup that turns hobbyists into stockbrokers and sports shops into investment banks. Major investors, folks who wouldn't have given women's sports memorabilia a second glance just a year ago, are now treating Clark's cards like blue-chip tech stocks. And no, these aren't people just hoping to complete their collection. These are Wall Street types and venture capitalists, sniffing out ROI like bloodhounds.
Up from here, right? Like these things don't tend to go down. So if you're into that hobby, you're going to need a pretty penny in order to make an investment on the piece of cardboard featuring Caitlin Clark.
Clark's cards are no longer just pieces of sports history, they're financial assets. Her rookie collectibles are being bought, graded, resold, and insured like priceless art. Some investors are even forming funds, yes, funds, dedicated entirely to Caitlin Clark cards. That's how seismic her impact has been. They're not just betting on a basketball star, they're betting on a cultural force with limitless upside. And if you think $366,000 for a card is outrageous, just wait. Industry insiders are already predicting that her one-of-one Panini gem could surpass $500,000 if Clark maintains her trajectory in the coming years. Let's not forget, she's only had one professional year under her belt. Serena Williams' all-time record was shattered in a single year, and now collectors are eyeing $500,000 like it's the next logical step.
Now, if you listen to the WNBA players, jealousy, pettiness, and envy ooze from their pores. Well, man, the oozing is going to be out of control at this point.
To put it in perspective, Clark's most valuable card gained $130,000 in value in just 4 months. That's more growth than most retirement accounts see in a decade. Forget compound interest, Clark's cards are printing equity in real time. And what makes this rise even more unbelievable? She's building this entire collectible empire while the WNBA is still struggling to figure out how to properly promote